as every player out there has shown, they just work tirelessly.
Well, they're going to have to go again for another half an hour. Both sides still with one substitution in the bank. But it's like it may well be Leicester who will finish the stronger. Knockout, he's got beyond Briggs, still going. Knockout goes to ground as Cassetti leads on him. Penalty! That is a massive decision. What a huge decision given by Michael Oliver.
I'll tell you what, I'm not completely sure about this. I'm with Gianfranco Zola. I feel that Knockout is looking for this penalty. There might be some contact on him, but he's looking to go to ground. We'll get a better view here. He does brilliantly to get into the penalty area, but once he knocks it past Cassetti, there's a slight touch. To me, he throws himself to the ground, and that is a massive call for the referee. I felt he was probably going to book Knockout, but he's given a penalty, a massive call, and I'm not convinced he's got it right. Knockout, for me, is looking for it.
Well, it's a season-defining call, nothing short of that. If Knockout, who won it, scores it, Leicester City go to Wembley, and it's the end for Watford. Knockout takes, Almunia saves, Knockout follows in, Almunia saves again! Absolutely astonishing. Now here come Watford. Forestieri. Here's Hogg. Deeney! Do not scratch your eyes. You are really seeing the most extraordinary finish here. It almost mirrors the final day. With the very last kick of this playoff semi-final, Troy Deeney wins it for Watford and sends them to Wembley.
Well, we talked about Troy Deeney being an influence in this game, and that is exactly what he has been. But to me, not justice has been done in terms of the penalty. I didn't feel it was a penalty, so Knockout not scoring, I felt was right. But you talk about a team that just doesn't give up, that keeps going, that keeps believing. Almunia, the hero at one end, and within 10 seconds, how quickly do Watford come straight down the other? And talk about being positive, about believing in yourselves. They just keep going, they keep the ball alive. And Troy Deeney has covered an awful lot of ground. Jonathan Hogg does quite brilliantly here to knock this back. Composure, you betcha. What a finish this is. And well, it looks like Watford are going to Wembley.
All the heartache, all the heartbreak of that final day. It all comes spilling out. Gianfranco Zola slips over as he celebrates. The sheer euphoria pouring out from everyone, managers, players, supporters, as they came on for some slightly preliminary celebrations. The pitch being cleared again now by these stewards, but how about that? How about that?
There's a word I've used about Matai Vidra, composure. When that ball broke to Troy Deeney, there was no panic. He was so relaxed. He wasn't worried about the state of play, the stage of the game. He just concentrated on doing what he does best, and that's hit the target, make sure you score. And it's just, well, it's heartbreaking for Leicester, but what an opportunity to get to Wembley for them. They missed the penalty, they sweep down the other end. This is why we love the Football League. We love the Championship, and this is why we love the playoffs. I don't believe he does, though.
Just as they did on the final day when the penalty was given by Michael Oliver, when Anthony Knockout stepped up, and Manuel Almunia, who missed all the drama here for Watford on the final day, was the saviour. The skipper stepping up. Deeney booked for the celebrations. He'll take that, and Watford will take this, as everyone now looks to the referee to make a different decision when to blow the final whistle.
Remember that Brentford-Doncaster game, you think you've seen it all. And that was in the regular season, now in the playoffs, something equally as dramatic.
Well, look at this. A blue wave rushes forward as Michael launches it. And now Mooney is there again, bravely, strongly, decisively. And perhaps for Leicester City, terminally.
And it's all getting a little niggly. It's Danny Drinkwater who goes in here just to try and pinch the ball. Almunia, well, that penalty save, he's the real hero. He does well coming off his line here, he's brave. There's lots of bodies, he's going to take a whack, and he makes sure he gets to the ball first, though.
They've done it. They have done it. Troy Deeney, who has had the most topsy-turvy season himself, puts an extraordinary finishing touch to the most extraordinary second leg of this playoff semi-final. Antonique knockout down. He cannot believe it. He had the chance to send Leicester City to Wembley. From the penalty spot, he couldn't do it. And Watford up the other end to score through Troy Deeney. That almost blurs what came before. The most extraordinary goal from Vidra. Nugent again having a say. Matej, Vidra levelling it up before the final drama. Pleasure, pain, joy, despair, all on show here. What an afternoon, Andy Hinchcliffe.
Well, the first leg was tight and cagey. We weren't sure what we were going to expect from this second leg. They normally ramp up. They're normally a lot better than the first game, but this was just absolutely incredible. You think you've seen it all. You think you've seen penalties missed, and that's going to be the decisive moment. But then for a team to sweep down the other end and get the winning goal, it never fails. The playoffs never fail to throw up these incredible occasions, and it's heartbreaking for Leicester. But I tell you what, Troy Deeney, what an influence he's had, and he's the match winner. He's taking Watford to Wembley. Just incredible.
Well, they last played in the Premier League, Watford, in 2006, 2007. Are they heading now to Wembley in fine fettle to go all the way again? They're there for the first time since they won the 1991 Division 1 playoff final. They will play either Crystal Palace or Brighton. And what can we look forward to tomorrow night at the Amex Stadium? Well, when you, as you said earlier, Andy, when you consider how League One finished with Doncaster and Brentford, when you consider that final day in the Championship, and now you add this, where do we go from here? Troy Deeney finding it a struggle to get through the Watford hordes that have come out to celebrate. That feeling of absolute euphoria today, and you temper that with what happened here after that final game against Leeds. It just turns around so quickly, doesn't it?
And that's where the outpouring of joy is coming from, the desperation they felt after losing out to Leeds, losing out on automatic promotion. But it is teams that get you promoted. From back to front, you've got to be solid. You go from Almunia saving the penalty all the way up to your centre forward who bangs the ball into the net to win the game, to win the tie and take you to Wembley. Watford this season, they've played some incredible football. In many ways, they do deserve a chance to get to the Premier League, but it's absolutely heartbreaking for Leicester.
Yeah, you have to feel for Leicester, and in particular for Antonique Knockout, that young man. It's more penalty playoff pain for Leicester City, who lose away from home a playoff tie for the first time. But for Watford, it's joy. For Watford, it's Wembley. And for Watford, it is an extraordinary afternoon of golden memories at Vicarage Road.